needs gravel and holes in the alleys fixed, and gravel in front of their houses fixed, a lot of water standing around. We're working on it. The weather's been very uncooperative with the rain, and you can't do anything when it's so wet, because really all you can make out of mud is a mess. And but the guys have been putting some gravel down. They've been working on that as they can, and we'll keep on that and see if we can't get some of that done. Another thing that's kind of puzzling to me is if you have some type of an emergency arise at your home or your place of business, don't come down to town hall and tell us. Don't catch the town crew and tell them. You know, if you smell smoke in your house, don't make 2 trips to town hall to tell us that you smell smoke in your house. And the 3rd trip you make down here to tell us that you have smoke coming out of the eaves of your house. And every time you've been here, you've been told, call the fire department, call 911. Don't tell us, we can't help you. And if you smell gas in your place of business, don't catch the town crew and tell them that you smell gas. They're not certified gas repairmen, so they can't help you. That's what the 911 emergency system is in place for. We've got a great fire department right up the street here, and they will come. And that's their purpose for being there. They will come and take care of the situation. And in one instance, they avoided a major house fire because the 3rd time the person came, they convinced them to call 911, and they found smoldering electrical fire in the ceiling. And that could have been catastrophic. And so, you know, use good judgment and use the resources that you have.
And you're not bothering us.
Right.
That's what we're here for.
And, you know, while I'm talking about the fire departments, I had the opportunity last Sunday to drive up on a house fire before anybody else was there on Rose Street in Clifton Forge. And I mean, nobody was there. The people that I guess lived there were still sitting on the front porch. And the black smoke was billowing out of the house, and you could see the fire through the windows in the 2nd story of the house. And so we got to see firsthand, from the very beginning, just what these fire departments in this area are capable of. And it's impressive. I mean, really impressive. Within 2 minutes of the call being made to 911, we heard them coming from Clifton Forge. They laid 2 lines up the street immediately to the structure, and probably within 90 seconds of them parking the truck and getting the lines hooked up to the hydrant, they had water on the fire. And they had support from Selma, Iron Gate, and I think Sharon was there. And they all just worked together. There wasn't any arguing over, well, this is my spot, or they worked together as one unit. And it was impressive to watch. And to be honest with you, it made me feel really proud to have that type of a service and fire service in our areas to take care of that for somebody. It was a beautiful day, Sunday afternoon. All those men and women could have been home enjoying their families, but they came. And they came because they cared. So, all you firefighters, thank you. Hats off to you. So, we also talked about, at the last meeting, the town truck. The pickup truck was broken down, and we got it fixed at the county garage. Had to put a fuel pump on it, and the county did that very supportively for us. The only thing we have to pay for is parts, and they take care of the labor, so that's a big help to us. The drain pipe up at Jennifer Simpson's, we've been talking about that for several months, and it was voted on at the call meeting the other night to award that contract, to have that pipe cambered. And I've talked with Aaron J. Connor, I guess, was it Tuesday that I told you, Wendy, that I talked to him?
Yes.
And they're gonna try to get that done. They originally said by the end of this week, but it really looks like it's gonna be closer to the first of next week. So we'll know where we're gonna go with that, but we're moving forward with that also. And along with that, under new business, we're gonna talk about some additional drain tiles and stuff that we wanna try to put in. We also talked last month about a block grant from the CDBG group, Eddie Wells. We've gotten money from them before. Wendy's done the preliminary paperwork and submitted that. We're just waiting to hear back from them to what our next step is going to be. But they also indicated to her that there were a lot of other avenues, and you probably are very familiar with some of these, that we can pursue help with funding. And apparently they have a meeting once a month or sometime in Roanoke
Today.
just to discuss this, and this is the first we heard of it.
Yeah, I was wondering why y'all weren't on the...
We didn't know about it. So Wendy has reached out and tried to get us included in the loop on the information of when the next meeting would be.
Every fourth Thursday,
So the same day we meet on town
3
council.
o'clock.
Okay. So we'll try to get some representatives.
Wendy, I can talk to you about
Over
that
there.
after if you want.
Yes, thank
That'd
you.
be great. Thank you, Pam. And then really the last thing that I have on my report is Richard and I attended the intergovernmental meeting Thursday before last, wasn't it, Richard? They've been very gracious to move their meeting time from 4 o'clock in the afternoon to 5 o'clock in the afternoon to accommodate me and my work schedule to be able to be there, and because they feel it's very important that all localities be represented. And the whole meeting this time was pretty much consumed by discussions for recycling programs that are available in the Highlands, and how the future is going to proceed for that, and Jackson River Enterprises and things, what they've got on tap to move into the future. And you'll be seeing some more information come out on that a little bit later. Anything you want to add to that, Richard?
The paper this evening had an article in it. Excuse me. Jackson River is not accepting glass and plastic. They're still accepting in a trailer like we have out here, cardboard and aluminum, but they're not accepting, they don't have room for it, they don't have a market for it. And that was part of the meeting that we were in, that we found out that the market for the plastic particularly has disappeared, and the glass. So they're not accepting that there's no use putting the plastic or the glass in the trailer anymore. To get rid of it, you just put it in a regular trash container.
Actually, they told us at the meeting the other night, Richard, I don't mean to interrupt, but all the plastic really that you put in these bins actually goes from the bin to the trash truck to the landfill. That they're not recycling plastic or glass at this time. It's cost prohibitive actually for them to do that.
But cardboard are still handling, and aluminum.
Tin and aluminum.
Yeah, the tin and aluminum is still put in the trailers, but it actually costs them to handle the plastic and the glass, and they're not getting anything out of it.
So we're looking at ways to extend the recycling avenues for the people in the area. And like I said, you'll get more on that as it develops. Okay, that's all I've got for my report.